All right, hope you are not hungry because we are going to be talking about some pie charts today. So a pie chart, we've all seen pie charts. It's a circle with wedges cut. And make sure that these wedges have the relative size corresponding to the relative frequency. So if your relative frequency is 50%, that part of the pie chart should take up 50% of the pie, okay? Which is a good proportion for a pie. I had a cake yesterday. None of my cake slices were 100% though. They're 50%, definitely not 100%. Okay, so we're gonna make a pie chart for the data that we've been using in the previous video, okay? So again, let's pull this up. Let's pull up our relative frequency. So we're gonna make a pie chart with blue will be precisely 35.71% of the circle. You got to get out your protractor. You got to measure your angles and your compass. No, we're going to estimate. Just do as best you can. It doesn't have to be exact. You can also use a computer for these. Okay. So this is 9.4. We're going to make a pie chart. So draw a circle or something close to a circle. And then blue is going to be 35.71%, a little bit more than a third. So that's going to be maybe kind of like this. Okay. And then the next one, we'll label that. That's all of the blues. The blues take up this one. You can also, if you really want to be great, label this blue and the relative frequency. Sometimes you'll have room for this, sometimes you won't. But you do need to label at least the blue part. Okay, so the blue part is mandatory. The blue part is mandatory. I know how to spell that word, and this is just good. How's your guys' week going? And we'll do it next again for the red. So usually we order it. And whether you order it in order that you have down here or order it by the relative frequency is up to you. I'm not going to be a big stickler on that, but I'm going to order it by the relative frequency. So I'm going to draw the red next, redneck. And that's going to be maybe, so green is 28%. So green's going to be a little bit more than a quarter. So this down here is going to be red, which is also 35.71. And the leftover is green, which is about 28.57. Okay, so we're labeling, very important, the colors, and then very nice to include the percents as well. And again, you can generate this on a computer. And computers are nice because they generate it with colors. And they have labels on the outside corresponding to the colors and stuff like that. Okay, just be careful, you know, if you are using computer generated stuff, make sure that there's enough information, even if like people are colorblind or something, just to make it easy to read. So that's a pie chart. Next is a pictogram. All right. And these aren't going to come up very frequently, but if you're curious, a pictogram is just another way to show statistics. Okay. And it's a way that shows statistics, in that the size of an image represents the frequency. So here's an example of a pictogram. Maybe a labor union is producing this graph. So it's the same picture. That's important, the same picture. But this one is much bigger. It's not very precise. It's just showing you that, yes, managers make more than their workers, okay? If we wanted to make, maybe we're making a pictogram for our M&Ms. They never specify that they're M&Ms, but I'm going to call it that. You know, maybe then we'll have like blue is right here. And then this is what M&Ms look like to me. And then this is reds, you know, same picture. And then greens are just going to be a little smaller because there's fewer of these. It's a rough day in the spelling world of Jason Barnett. All right, so you won't see these very often, but that is what a pictogram is. If you ever see something like that, you can say, Jason, who cannot spell, said that was a pictogram, and you'll remember this. Maybe. All right. Good luck. Bye-bye. I need to take a minute for myself.